Hi everyone, and welcome to the Stitchin Post. I'm Nancy. This is Knitting with Nancy, and I'm very excited because I have finished the sweater that was from Lang using the Crealino yarn. And although it took me longer to do than normal, for me at least, I really love the finished product, I want to say, the sweater. But I do want to give you some tips and different things on seaming if you haven't finished and are going to finish. I changed the things up as I always did, and I've already spoken about how I did my arm decreases, I believe, on both the front and back and the sleeves. And I want to show you how those look when you stitch them together. I have done previous videos on seaming, so you can find those on the YouTube. If you have questions, call me. But Trisha's going to come up close to show how nice then this comes together when you seam. And while she's up close, I want to talk about one thing that an insight to you finishing that I changed and you might like to. If you, when you do the sleeve, and I'll see if there's a graphic on that, you will see that the sleeve top is flat with points. And I know that's hard to see here, kind of like dog ears. And when I first stitched them into the sweater, I really didn't like how it boxed this in. And yes, this is a dropped off your arm, shoulder, you know, it goes down to here, but you still don't want it square on here. You want it to fall nicely and softly. And I didn't feel it did that. So I took out and I re-stitched the same seaming I did, but I kind of came in and cut off those corners seaming. And you can somewhat see that here and here, so it wouldn't pucker. And thus when I blocked it, and I'm going to talk about blocking in a second, but when I lied it out to block, you can see it kind of made it a little smoother here and not as puckery, and same here. And so the same thing, again, I just took off what I would call dog ears. And I didn't measure it. You can see this is a little more. It didn't make a difference in how it fit. It kind of just evened it out a little. The other thing, look how nice these sides stitch up, and when you open them up, they come together really nicely. So I'm really pleased with the design there. It does soften up with it. Again, in picking up around the neckline, I want you to pick up stitches. For the most part, I pick up a 3-to-1 ratio, meaning I pick up 3 and I skip a stitch, and I pick up 3 and I skip a stitch, so it lays evenly. I actually came up with 4 extra stitches on the neck in the front and some extra in the back. The back I picked up every other stitch. So on my first row in my pattern, which is knit through the back loop twice, purl 2. And you're in the round as you go around, and you do have to use a 16-inch needle. I just put 2 stitches together randomly where I thought I didn't need them to get down to the recommended stitches that they did for my size. I like it because then it lies flatter. And you'll see coming with this video, there's also a picture of me wearing the sweater over my dress. I really enjoyed it. I really like the look of it, and it feels really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this knit along. Yes, it took longer to do than usual. We'll get back to our normal, and we did take a month off for vacation and kind of just downtime and getting the store back together after Quilters Affair. So I hope you all had a good summer, and stay tuned for more videos of Knitting with Nancy. Thank you. Bye-bye.